Hello, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a fabulous day. I just want to start off by first saying thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. It means the world to me. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the like button down below, and then also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So far, we've been talking about body types, and this is what concluded us to do this next video, which is going to be talking about macros. I actually originally wanted to do a video showing how I meal prepped, how I made my chicken, tilapia, stuff like that. But I figured, what purpose does it do if you guys, if you don't know what macros even mean? That's just a big part of the fitness industry as far as knowing, how much you're eating as far as protein, fats, and carbs and stuff like that. A lot of people get really confused because, it's very controversial as far as like the type of carbs you should eat, protein, stuff like that. So, but I wanted to show you guys my meal prep. So, for those of you who don't know, I actually own a meal prep company here in my town, Greeley, Colorado. And this is actually what our plates look like. So, we have our protein, we have carbs, and this is actually protein as well, believe it or not. And then we have the fats, which is going to be like the olive oil that we made the ground turkey with and stuff like that. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about it and just go, again, like I said, into the basics of it. Macros are going to be carbs, fats, and protein. So those are your three main things that you will always listen, or you'll always hear in the fitness industry. People will probably even ask you, hey, what are your macros? So that's just kind of a part of it. If you know these things, then it's going to help you be successful in whatever your goal is, whether it's to gain weight, lose weight, build muscle, whatever it is. But the first one I want to start off with, and again, I apologize if I look over to my side. That's where my notes are at. There's just so much information, but I want to make sure, I get you guys the most accurate information that I can. But the first one's going to be carbs. So we actually have simple and complex carbs. So with the simple carbs, those are going to be fast digestive carbs. So, for example, processed foods. So you got the bread, you got the fries, the sodas. Those are simple, complex carbs. People say, well, as long as it fits into your macros as far as carbs, you can eat that, burger. That's actually not true. Just because those are not the type of carbs that your body needs. Yes, you can get away with eating that if you're eating clean, all that. It's not gonna, hurt you or anything. But let's say, you put that into your diet every day as far as being your carbs. That's not going to benefit you at all. If anything, it's going to do the complete opposite that you wanted to do. So you're probably going to gain weight, you're going to get bloated, you might even get an inflammation as well. So the next one's going to be the complex carbs, which are the good carbs that you want to eat, which is going to be your whole grain, your rice, bread loaves, stuff like that. Those are actually really good for your body. Your body needs them. I'm going to confirm one myth with carbs is that it does not make you gain weight. Women get so terrified of carbs and they decide to completely take it out of their diet and just stick to proteins and salads, and that is just horrible. Your body needs it. It needs it because it's energy. That, I don't know if you guys have known people that have gone on these like salads and chicken diets, but if you ever do, you come across them, you'll notice that they're very grumpy. There's a reason for that. They don't have energy. They're just tired. They're fatigued. That's just what it is. And honestly, if you're not giving your muscle carbs, they're more likely not building. You're probably just, again, you're getting fatigued with that. So the benefits of that is just you just have more energy. Bodybuilders do tend to eat a lot of carbs because they need to get big, and they do need that energy because they're lifting heavy. So that's why they want to eat carbs. But if you're trying to lose weight, then you can eat in moderation and still have the results that you want. For most people, most girls, it's like about half a cup to a third of a cup. So either way, all I want to say is don't be scared of carbs. They are your friends. They're not your enemies. They are your friends. So, but I'm going to move on to the next one. The next one's going to be protein. So protein, there's actually an incomplete protein and a complete protein. So with the complete proteins, it's going to have all 9 amino acids, which your body needs. Where you get that from is going to be mainly from animals. So that's going to be like your chicken, your your cow, fish, tilapia, stuff like that. You definitely want to incorporate that type of protein, but I do understand that there is also plant-based protein. So with that, plant-based protein is actually an incomplete protein. So I don't know if you guys know vegetarians, and I love them to death. They're so awesome. But they actually are missing certain amino acids. So sometimes they buy, supplements to replace those and stuff like that. And that's for that reason, because that they're not getting the complete protein that they should be getting as well. So another protein along those lines are going to be like your cheese, your milk, let's see, yogurt as well. All those things are protein. Just knowing how to eat them right in moderation, serving, stuff like that, it should really help you out. The biggest thing with protein is going to help you build that muscle. So protein is going to give you the strength. After you work out, you make sure to drink your protein shake, or make sure you get your meal in, because that's what's going to fuel your body. You want to get that in, so that way, it depends on what your goal is. So if you're a girl, you're trying to lean out, more likely your protein is going to be about 4 to 5 ounces. If you're a dude and you're trying to get bulky and stuff, then you're probably going to eat a whole lot more, which is 8 to 10, 12 ounces. So everybody has a goal to reach. You just have to know how much you need to eat in order to get to where your goal is. Another myth that I always come across is girls, they are terrified of protein because they think they're going to get big, masculine, and they're just going to get bulky. That's the biggest thing. Not true. So our bodies are not meant for that. We cannot process protein the same way that guys do. First off, we do not have testosterone. So for that reason, we cannot get big. Just get that out of your head, that protein is going to make you big. Bodybuilder girls actually do eat a lot in order to get that weight, and they still struggle to get big. And that's why they, have to take a lot of protein shakes, and, they do other things to get bigger, but because we're not designed to get that big. So whether you eat, if you're just drinking a protein shake and you're eating your meal after your workout, you're going to be fine. I promise. You're not going to get bulky. If anything, you're going to get leaned out. You're going to look slim. You're going to have that tight body. And that's what most girls want. So I just wanted to clarify that myth, because I'm just over it. So, alright. So the last one's going to be fats. That one's kind of self-explanatory, but I do want to clarify it to make sure that people understand fats. So fats are actually good for you. If you eat the right ones. So the good ones are going to be like olive oil, coconut oil, almonds, and then also avocados as well. So those things are actually beneficial to you, and your body needs it as well. And then there's the bad fats, which is going to be like canola oil and butter and stuff like that. Especially, I am Mexican, so we tend to put butter on everything, and it is so good, but it is so bad for you. So just try to keep it in moderation, as far as like if you're gonna have like a cheat meal or something, having a little bit won't hurt. But if you are constantly eating it, you're adding that to all your foods, yes, it's gonna taste amazing, but it's going to turn into fat, which is not what you want, especially if you're trying to lose weight, build muscle, and all these other great things. It's just a sacrifice that comes with it. So, but yeah, so fats, you just definitely need it. Like I showed you guys before, our food, well, it's just a ground turkey that we add olive oil to, and it's just to keep it as lean as we can. And I know if I were to add butter, it would taste amazing, but I know that my customers want to, they have goals, and again, it just comes with sacrifice. But hopefully I covered all of the macros, and I covered the basics out of it. I can really go into depth with everything, as far as like telling you guys about like the types of proteins, like it just goes on and on and on. But I wanted to cover the basics, because I wanted to make sure that, whenever we talk about carbs, protein, fats, that you guys understand the basics of it, as and making sure that you're knowledgeable as far as that goes. But anyways, I just want to say thank you so much once again for watching this video. I will continue to bring you guys content every week. I want to make sure that you guys get full knowledge, and if you guys have any questions, comments, or if If there's just something I didn't cover, go ahead and leave it on the comments below. It really helps, be able to build a community where we can all communicate and answer questions that we all have. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.